Catherine in Corona, California. Hey, Catherine, what's up?
Good morning, Tom. Great show. I just wanted to comment on the Vice President's remarks. First of all, when he said that he's going to do all he can to fight cancer and have R&D and support that, where was he with Planned Parenthood when they were trying to close it down, instead of saying that the research and development from donated fetuses to cure diseases and come up with vaccines and stem cell research, this is so helpful.
Yes.
Why wasn't he out there? Instead, he's saying, the Democrats have to come to the table and compromise with the Republicans. We have tried doing that. The president's first 2 years, he bent over backwards to work with them, and they wouldn't give an inch. And then finally he gave up, saying, they're just obstructionists. And Secretary Clinton knows from her time as First Lady, when they went after her husband and her from Whitewater and all these, that they are just bound and determined to look for a problem. And so, of course, they've acted as enemies toward her.
Yeah, they're political bullies. And why Biden would say, the Republicans are not our enemies and compromise is not a dirty word in an environment where the Republicans have consistently refused to compromise from day one. I mean, not one Republican, for example, voted for Obamacare. It's astonishing,
And this business that both sides do it. I'm sorry, both sides don't.
Yeah.
And and then for him to say that Dick Cheney is not a bad guy.
Right. Yeah. Well, that definitely disqualifies him from any elective office. You can't. He shouldn't run for dog catcher if he thinks Dick Cheney is a decent. In fact, if he thinks Dick Cheney is a human and not a lizard wearing a human suit, it's.
It must be the grief process is just affecting him. I can't come up with any reason why he would come out and say this, especially after being in this administration for 8 years.
No, but I think I think you're hearing the real Joe Biden here, Catherine. He is a I was going to say good old boy. That implies some other things, I suppose. But he's a politician's politician. He loves politics. He loves the debate. He's not so much a partisan, and he's not so much an ideologue. He doesn't have a set of core convictions that absolutely animate and motivate him. If he did, he never would have proposed this bankruptcy bill. He wouldn't have supported the invasion of Iraq and a number of other things that he's voted for and advocated. And in fact, one of the things he's saying right now, with how he didn't want to contradict the president on going after bin Laden, is that he was a get along, go along guy. And so I think that's, what he's saying is true for him, that he would try to compromise with the Republicans. In other words, he would have done the cut to Social Security that President Obama proposed in the Grand Compromise back 2 years ago to try to prevent the shutdown of the government. And, that's not the kind of president that I want, frankly. I understand that's the kind of president Obama has been. Biden was positioning himself as the third term of the Obama administration, pure and simple. And I think, and Hillary Clinton is moving away from that, moving away from Keystone, moving away from all these other things. Catherine, I got to run. Thank you for the call.